Welcome back, ball hockey fans. 2025 ISBHF World Junior Ball Hockey Championships. Marquee matchup in the women's division. Hometown Slovakia, wearing white, taking on the United States of America in blue. U.S. coming off a victory earlier today against Great Britain, 6-0. They look really sharp in that game. A lot of fans of attendance here at Poprad Ice Arena in Poprad, Slovakia. I'm your play-by-play announcer, Chris Pakanowitz. Thanks for joining us. Referee's about ready to get this one started as Slovakia finishes their warm-up. United States played a great game today. Handled their business early in the first game of the game against Great Britain. Really looked strong all around, shutting them out 6-0 for Slovakia, their first game of the day. Excited to see how this one shapes up. Two of the four powerhouses in our sport. Definitely gonna have to give the home floor advantage to Slovakia. A lot of fans in attendance here cheering them on. Earlier today, the United States men defeated the hometown Slovaks in the men's U20 game by a count of 4-2. We're ready to get underway as Slovakia takes the draw back. Battle in the neutral zone. America chips it in deep. Back behind the net. America still with the ball. Slovakia looking to work it out. It's Pavlikova with it. Looking for a high lob out. Good read on the play by Kendall Judge. Keeps the ball in the neutral zone. Backhand pass, Slovakia walking in all alone. Early shot, big save. Big stop early for Jaden Elias in net for the United States. For Slovakia, Sonia Kubanova in net. As America dumps it in down deep. Late line change for America. Slovaks looking for an outlet here. Kept it at the point by Judge. Sends it on net. Stick to side. Into the corner behind the net. Along the boards and then centering attempt that's dumped in, but going to be a flooring call, a little too hard. So the faceoff will come back down deep to the Slovak zone. Big serve early for Jaden Elias. That was the first shot she faced. Bit of a defensive breakdown for the U.S. there. Looked like the defender, Kendall Judge, took a bit of a shallow angle, which allowed the Slovak forward to get in behind her, but bailed out by the netminder. Face off won by the Americans. On net, but hit a body in front and now sent the link to the floor. We're gonna get another flooring call. Yes, we are, as the referee comes over to get the Slovakian women back onto the floor. Flooring is the same as icing in ice hockey. You're not allowed to make a change if you're the team that committed the flooring. Good number of Americans here in attendance as well. Got to give credit to the friends and families that flew across the pond. Come to support their team. Face-off is sent to the corner. Run up off the glass. Taken by Slovakia, but kept it at the point. Good read on the play by Gendron. Back behind the net, centering attempt blocked. Centering attempt again. Picked up by Slovakia. America couldn't quite get a stick on it. Another centering attempt. Intercepted by Slovakia, was trying to get that one over to Kara Honeywell. Slovakia stick handle through the neutral zone, dumps it in, now they go for the line change. Along the far boards. America has it, intercepted. was a good read by Debnarova there, number 71 for Slovakia. Long shot, easily wafted aside. Ball squirts off the boards. Slovakia's going to be able to keep this one in. Stick to the corner, off the glass. No trouble for Elias. Both players had the ball hemmed in along the far boards there. Now, Slovakian defender comes in on a change, gets it back to the American zone. Centering attempt, shot, score! Glove side! I believe that was Yana Pavlikova. Just put that one over the glove of Elias. You should be able to see it on the replay. Slovakia goes up 1-0 early here. 11:50 remaining in the first period. So we'll see here on the replay. She just scooped up the loose ball, fired it glove side right over Elias. Well, tough break for the Americans as that ball rolled right onto the stick of Pavlikova, but they got to work to get one back. Good start for Slovakia. Definitely will have the crowd in it. Back behind Elias. Up along the boards. Americans looking to carry it through the neutral zone. Intercepted by Slovakia. Ball squirts up and goes out of play. So be sure to head over to stats.isbhf.com. Live scoring in effect. Also, head over to our new website on isbhf.com. You can download the ISBHF app. Follow the scoring there on the app as well. So they have posted Pavlikova as the goal scorer, assisted by 71, Livia Debranova. Slovaks in their own zone. Player overran the ball. Centering attempt. U.S. unable to come up with it. Slovaks looking to get out of zone now. They do. Coming down the wings. Pusanova. Shot, score! Slovakia goes up 2-0. That one was far side. Well, if there's a player that all the teams except Slovakia have to watch, it's that one, number 88, Nela Pusanova, the Slovakian phenom. Most valuable player at the 2023 World Juniors in Liberec. Plays for the Slovakian national ice hockey team. A generational talent, and that's why picked the ball right up on her stick and just unleashed a blazing wrist shot far side. No chance for Elias. So America finds themselves down 2-0 here early. Got their work cut out for them.
4 minutes, 9 seconds, goal for Team Slovakia, player number 88, Nela Lopušanová, assisted by number 5.
Slovakia has it now. Back behind the net. Centering attempt just missed. Americans in danger here. Ball squirts loose after the initial save. Good positional goaltending there by Elias. So Lopusanova's goal assisted by Madalkova at the 4:09 mark as Slovakia goes for a high lob that's going to be a flooring call. It'll come all the way back down into their zone. Still a lot of hockey left, obviously, folks. Game isn't over yet. It's 2-0. Certainly not an insurmountable lead. Americans just need to be a little bit crisper on their passes when they have attack zone time. Make sure they try and find the open body, get some scoring chances. Slovaks take it along the near boards. Americans come in on the forecheck. Force back behind their net. Good keep by the Americans, sent right back in. Good pitch by Peyton Brenner. Along the near boards. Brenner pitches, but looks like it bounced up over a stick. It's going to go the length of the floor. She'll give chase. Rattled all the way around. Chipped out toward the red line, kept in by the Slovaks. Long shot. Directed off the stick into the corner. Sent back into the corner. U.S. trying to work it free. It's Olivia Humberger that was working it. And now Jaden Elias decides to just trap that one in her glove, get a whistle. 9 minutes remaining in the opening period. Warm day here in Poprad, but not overly warm inside the arena. Very high ceilings here, so certainly much cooler on the floor than up higher in the stands. Don't expect the heat to be a factor here in this one. Long shot from the point, zings wide. Comes to the near boards, picked up by the Slovaks. Vajkova has it. Vajkova still wheeling and dealing. Tried to backhand that one towards the crease, but intercepted by America. To the point, Slovaks, long wrist shot. And Elias traps that one, gets the whistle again. So just getting back to the heat for a second, there is going to be a one-day heat wave tomorrow. It's supposed to be 90 degrees outside with some humidity. We had one of those days last week in Hradec Králové in the Czech Republic for the U16 and U23 men's. And I can tell you fatigue definitely played a factor on that day, so I would expect it to be similar here. Shot deflected off a foot, goes off back glass to the corner. Picked up by the Americans and then out. The ball was mishandled off the stick of Metakova. Taken back behind the net by Sevchikova. All the way up, centering attempt. Oh, gotta be careful, Slovakia has numbers here. 2-on-1, centering attempt. The Americans managed to get a stick on it and clear it out. Dangerous play there as Paulina Mendelikova wasn't able to redirect that onto Elias. Long shot, blocked down in front, turnaround shot just goes up over the crossbar. Slovakia attack zone time here is starting to mount on the Americans. Might be some tired legs. America's got to get control here and get it clear. Slovaks still have it. To the point. Chipped all the way back in. Oh, good read on the play. Intercepted by Maya Kearns. And now America will be able to get a change behind the scenes as Kearns walks in. Kearns wheeling and dealing, has a poke checked away. Towards the far boards. America sends it back in. Good read on the play, Lily Pushkar. Towards the center floor, Slovaks displayed again, sent back in their own zone. Slovaks now a little sloppy with the ball. Americans doing a good job reading these passes. Being aggressive on the forecheck. Slovaks break it out. Good job, America, on the back check. Picked up by Kelsey Robb. Robb unable to get a shot off as the Slovak player got tangled up with her. Ended up taking Robb's stick with her. Slovaks in their own zone. Cross floor, centering attempt. Dumped in softly behind Elias. America wins the foot race, chips it up to the near boards by the bench. Backhanded, but turnover. Slovakia's going to be able to keep that in. Now they turn it back over. Picked up by Lily Pushkar, dumps it in. Slovakia gets some fresh runners out there. America. Late line change there for America. They had two people come off the bench a little late. Slovaks throw that one on net. Rifled off the stick of Klara Makova, but clubbed away by Elias. Up to the near boards. Slovakia pinches, keeps the ball in. Good job reading the play. Centering attempt. Doesn't have a shooting lane there. Ends up going off a foot. And back into the glove. Jaden Elias. Well, so far I got to give the first period to Slovakia. They have certainly had the more quality scoring chances and have taken it to America. Just looking at the shots on net, Jaden Elias, 10 shots on net, 8 saves. No official shots on net for Kubaniova. Okay, back from the brief television timeout, ready for the draw here to the right of Elias in the American zone. Face-off ends up on the stick of Slovakia. Centering attempt, mishandled. Americans trying to bat it out of the zone. They can't. Peyton Brenner with it, loses it. Back to the point, Slovakia. Shot, blocked out in front. America potentially with numbers here. Throws it in, but I believe, nope, Florence waved off. Thought the back referee was going to put arm up there for a second, but waved it off. Well, misfire by the Americans. That was Sasha Gendron. But Slovakia misplays it, overruns the ball. Well, immediate turnover by Slovakia. Polk checked away at the blue line. America gains his own. Sent in down low. Ronald around Kubaniova, over to Lapusanova. Stick handling into the American zone, heading towards the net. Lapusanova gets tripped up, and America's going to be shorthanded here. So Slovakia will go on the power play, 4:05 remaining. Obvious call right in front of the referee. America's not arguing, no coach is asking for an explanation. Penalties on number 42, Charlotte Koskeri. Prime opportunity here for Slovakia to capitalize and gain even more momentum. Already up 2-0. Down low, redirected on net, just off the side. That's a good pass by Lapusanova. She's going to quarterback this power play. Centering attempt, shot, oh, big save, Elias. The American bench gives her a round of applause. Sliding across. Face-off is headed to the corner. Americans try to rattle it around the net. They can't. Well, Slovakia picks it up. Over to Lapusanova. Lapusanova head up, wrist shot, pad save. Back to Lapusanova. One-time attempt, shot blocked. Lapusanova hustles, able to keep it in. Good job on the block on 27 mile turns. Long wrist shot, save. America chops it to the boards. Slovaks able to keep it in. Pusanova hands it off to Denovalova. Wrist shot, batted up in the air. Don't know if that made it through to Elias. Ended up behind the net. Non-clearing attempt went off an American. Back to the point. Over to Denovalova. Shot, wide. 25 seconds left on the woman advantage here. America's got to get it clear, get some fresh legs out. They do. Well, good job on that penalty kill there. 15 seconds left. Slovakia's got to hustle, regain the American zone. 10 seconds. America stacks the line. Slovaks looking to gain it. They do. Back to the point, all even now. America successfully kills the woman advantage. Attempted redirect. Unsuccessful. That was Podolakova trying to redirect that long wrist shot. Battle along the near boards, ends up behind the net. Players battling, clean hockey. American player loses a footing. It's Josie Connors on the ground, gets back up. Well, now another American loses her footing. I believe that was Pushkar that comes out in front. And Elias says, that's enough goals. Let's go ahead and get some fresh runners out here. Well, basically been all Slovakia this first period. Americans got to find an answer here, or this one might get away from them quickly. But give credit where credit is due. Jaden Elias has certainly kept the team in this one. Still no official shots on goal for America now. Slovakia up to 11 shots, 9 saves for Elias. Centering attempt picked up by the Slovaks. America goes to pinch, misses it. Slovakia now with a little bit of room. Wrist shot down into the butterfly, covers it up, goes Elias. It's off the stick from Pavlikova. Nice hard low wrist shot, but seen the entire way. As you heard me say during the 2 games I've called previously, these are world-class goaltenders, right? More often than not, if they can see it, they're going to save it. But sometimes they don't, and that's because you also have world-class shooters. Case in point, the gold medal winning goal that the Czech Republic scored in the U23 division last week. Jan Cheska just unleashed a blistering wrist shot. Streaking down the right wing, curved it around the Canadian netminder, who did nothing wrong. Took an extra step out to cut down the angle, and sometimes you just get beat, but Elias looking very strong so far as Slovakia takes it all the way back into their zone behind the net. Intercepted by the Americans, dumped back in. Slovaks send it up towards the bench. America pinches, but Slovakia's able to get it out. Poke check into the Slovak zone. Nope. Overran. Slovaks don't have numbers here. Centering attempt goes awry. 2-on-2 now for America with 13 seconds left. Fired into the Slovak zone. Unless America can gain possession here, that's going to do it. So 3 seconds left. Well, tough first period for the Americans, but still got 2 more to go. It's been all Slovakia. Up 2-0. 10-minute break between periods. We'll see you back here for continuing action in the second period.
The score after the first period of World Junior Hockey Championship between Team Slovakia and the United States is Team Slovakia 2, Team United States 0. Skončila sa prvá stretnutia. Prvá tretie stretnutie majstrovstiev sveta juniorov medzi týmami Slovensko a Spojené štáty americké za stavu 2-0.
Priatelia, máme po úvodnej tretine úvodného vystúpenia našich dievčat. Vedľa mňa strelkyňa prvého gólu Janka Pavlíková. Janka, v prvej tretine 2 góly, ten prvý prišiel z tvojej hokejky, otvorila si strelecký účet nielen svoj, ale teda aj našej reprezentácie. Ako si tú prvú tretinu videla?
Ja som si to užila zatiaľ. Musím pochváliť aj babi a ďakujem za ten prvý gól, pretože je to spoločná práca a dúfam, že nás ten gól nakopne ďalej do turnaja.
To aj my dúfame, samozrejme. Nie je to Jankin prvý gól samozrejme v reprezentácii, pretože už si strelecký účet s najcennejším dresom otvorila v Liberci. Janka, tam ste skončili strieborné. Je tá ambícia tie medaily obhájiť, alebo chcete ísť ešte vyššie po to zlato? Ako to vidíš?
Samozrejme, to striebro by sme chceli určite obhájiť, ale naše ambície sú tento rok oveľa vyššie a ideme si po zlato.
Budeme vám držať palce. Posledná otázka. V tej prvej tretine sme dali 2 góly, ale myslím si, že sme mali toľko šanci, že ich mohlo byť kľudne aj viacej. Takže možno, že tá posledná otázka na Janku bude teda ešte možno, že zlepšiť do ďalšieho priebehu zápasu a čo potom do tohto turnaja. Čo bude platiť na ostatných súperov?
Možno tú efektivitu pred bránou trochu zvýšiť, pretože naozaj máme veľa šancí a možno v ťažších zápasoch nás to bude mrzieť, že sme nepremenili tieto šance, takže možno tú efektivitu.
Ďakujem veľmi pekne, priatelia, podporujte naďalej naše juniorky a juniorov na majstrovstvách sveta v Poprade a držte im palce. Ďakujem.
Welcome back, almost ready for start of the second period here. Slovakia leading 2-0. All Slovaks in the first period. America, no recorded shots on net. I'm sure U.S. coaching staff, led by Taylor Steadman, assisted by Kelly Wagner, Sonia Shelley, Lisa Kilroy, have a lot to say. Can't be happy with that performance when you don't record a single shot on net. See what changes the Americans make here. As the Slovaks fire that one in. Be an early flooring call here. Just putting on my color commentator hat for a second. Slovakia just looked sharper with their passes, really. And to me, that's been the difference. It's allowed them better access through the neutral zone. They've been able to maintain much better sustained zone time when they're in the American zone. And certainly the penalties did help for the United States. But it just seems like when the ball is on the Slovak ladies' sticks, they're a little bit more intentional with their decision making. As we get back to the action here. Sent up to the neutral zone. U.S. battles, comes away with it. Good work by Olivia Humberger. Poke checked away, then sent back into the Slovak zone where it's picked up by Medikova. But turnover here. Centering attempt all alone. Good sliding block. Slovakia has it behind the net. It was Josie Connors on the sliding block, and it ends up in the mitt of Elias. Outstanding saucer pass by Lakusanova on that one, but credit to Connors for the nice block. Face off, one back by the Slovaks, but good read on the play by the Americans. They were able to intercept. No flooring on the play. Giving chase for America is Kay Hawkins. Ball comes up towards the near boards. Americans go for a pinch. It works. They're able to keep the ball near the board there. Thought I saw a player lose their footing, but incorrect. Have a large 3 cameras right in front of you, folks. Basically, if you imagine standing at center ice, I'm up above the cameras that are doing an outstanding job tracking the play for you. Center attempt. Might have hit the side of the net. Picked up by the Slovaks. Now they look to carry it out of the zone. As the player goes off, was unaware the ball was coming to her. Picked up by the Americans. Battle down low, rattled all the way around. Good work by Kendall Judge there. Sent back to the point where it's intercepted by the Slovaks. Shot on net, swallowed up. 13 minutes remaining. And looking down at the benches, I certainly wouldn't say the American bench is dejected at all. There's a lot of energy on the bench as coaches are talking to the players talking to each other. Just seems like right now Slovakia is the better team in terms of execution. Really simple as that. Face off, one back by the Slovaks to the point. Wrist shot. Attempted redirect by Tanek Solda was unsuccessful. Back behind the net. Well, got to be careful here. Can't let the player walk in all alone on your netminder. Now Americans take the body. Ball deflected. Good job by Elias reading that play. America needs to be a little bit sharper there in front. Don't want to give players space directly in front of your netminder. So that's going to count as a shot on goal. Good dump in. Sasha Gendron, number 33, with a good read on that play. Ball rolls between a couple of players' feet. Now Slovakia goes back behind their net. Americans on the forecheck, forcing Slovakia back. Good work. America still on the forecheck, up through the neutral zone. Slovakia chips it in, then bodied off. Rattled all the way around. Picked up by Brenner. Brenner, cross floor pass. Off an American's knee, now into center floor. American almost got tripped up on that. That's Anna Preciado, number 97. As she sent it over to number 8. Abby Rush fired it in down low. Slovaks pick it up in their zone. Americans on the forecheck again. Battle along the boards, just below the American bench. Ball squirts free, comes into the American zone. Taken back behind the net by Cosbury. Apologies if I mispronounced name here. Could be Koskeri, could be Koskeri. Ball's batted around there a few times, and Slovakia sends it out of the zone themselves. Now, good turnaround move. Regain the zone, but good read on the play as Danovalova was trying to saucer that to herself and walk in on Elias, but American defense holding strong. Slovakia still controlling the pace of play here. Centering attempt. And America chops at it as the player goes off for a change. So, putting on the color commentator hat, that's an example of what I talk about being better with the ball on your stick, right? Being a little bit more deliberate, intentional. American player had a lot of space and time and chose to just chop at it instead of controlling it. But as the ball is redirected up over the crossbar, Lapusanova with another nice saucer pass right onto the stick of Podolakova, but was unable to put that in the top shelf. But just getting back to my point, right? When these players have space, got to be able to corral it. That one hits Elias in the bread basket, rebound, pad save. Boy, Elias just getting peppered now. And I say this with full acknowledgement that I'm up here in the booth above the floor. I'm not down there, right? It's easy for me to offer up advice. But having played the game for 30 plus years, believe me, I appreciate how difficult it is when you're down there on the floor. Just trying to offer some fair analysis here about what the Americans might be able to do better to generate some momentum as the Slovaks have been really controlling the pace of play here. Centering attempt, nobody there to receive it. Set back down low. Players battling for it, chipped in. Player goes hard to the boards, and well, that's just an unnecessary penalty for Slovakia to take. You heard me say it in the game earlier, right? Hockey value, folks. When there's no hockey value in taking an angle to a player that's going to result in them going into the boards, right? Don't take that penalty. Don't give the other team any help. Now, if that player was coming off the boards and potentially going to walk in all alone on your netminder, well, then that's different, right? There's hockey value in that. But a play like that, as you see right here, there's just no reason for it. And I'm sure when they get back to the hotel tonight, the Slovakian offender, number 29, Lily Laura Litnica, looks at the digital media file. She'll be the first person to tell you, yeah, I probably shouldn't have taken that penalty. So golden opportunity for the United States. Oh, shot just gets deflected. Slovaks trying to make a move here. Intercepted, well read on the play by Maya Kern. She's going to rifle that all the way around. Giving chase is Abby Rush, but ball bounced off the back of the net. Well, that's unfortunate for the Americans. I mean, the ball could have bounced anywhere. Went off the back of the net, right into the stick, and the Slovakian defender is able to get the clear. It's going to take a good 20 seconds off the woman advantage here. But let's see what America can do. Got to gain the zone here and get set up. There we go. So America's onside, but mishandled. Now Slovakia potentially. American player makes a diving effort to bat the ball away after turning it over. That was Lily Pushkar. Outstanding job by Pushkar redeeming herself after that mishap at the blue line. Long way to run though. She might need a fresh set of legs. Minute remaining on the woman advantage. America looking to gain the line. Going to stick handle through. Saucer to themselves. We're going to get a call. America looking for it. No call. Refs say it was good body. Pardon me, good clean body work. Now America's going to get some change. No, they got to hustle here. 40 seconds remaining. Really should be headman in this ball instead of walking it up. It's just time ticking, right? Time's not on your side. You're at the midway point of the game now. Slovakia with it. America intercepts. Now they're able to gain possession. 17 seconds left, back to the point. America, will they look for the one-timer or just try and get something in net? Lane, shot, waffle save. 8 seconds left. America, a little bit of time left. Penalties over. Slovakia successfully killed it. It's 5-on-5. America might want to just get a ball to the net here. Back to the point. Long wrist shot, batted down. Won't checked away on the stick of a Slovak player. America needs to be careful here. Kept it at the line. Good read. Outstanding work. Rush faked the shot and then sent it across floor. Onto the stick of Preciado. Preciado still with it. She's bodied off the ball. Working it with her feet. Slovak player loses her stick. Preciado needs to be careful there. The ref is watching. No call. Long outlet pass. America goes to intercept. Doesn't. That's going to end up as a flooring. So the faceoff will come back down deep in the Slovak zone with 6-11. Well, not the greatest power play we've ever seen from the Americans. Again, full acknowledgement. It's easy for me to sit up here and say what should have happened or whatnot. I don't have a color commentator with me, so I'm trying to do both roles here. Just feel like it might have been a better option there to headman the ball up to the line, get to some more sustained zone attack time. But what's done is done. Perhaps the American coaching staff feels the same way, and they'll make that a teaching point on the bench should the next power play arise. 6:11 remaining. But the good news for America is they did get one quality scoring chance there and a couple of shots on net. So that's something you can build off of as Slovakia steals the ball and then rifles it down and be another flooring call. Well, nope. The near ref waved it off. My apologies. Says the ball was tipped. Up the boards, picked up by Brenner. Turned over to the Slovaks. Back into the American zone. Slovaks turn it over now. Ends up on the stick of a Slovakian right into the trapper of Jaden Elias. She has been America's savior in this game. This could easily be a 4 or 5-0 game if not for her. Now it's just those little things, right, that start to compound over the course of a game, right? Ball bounces off of a foot, goes onto the stick of an opposing player. Ball bounces off the back of the net, goes off onto the stick of an opposing player, and just adds to the things that you have to overcome. See the Canadian women up there scouting this game as they knocked off the Czech Republic 2-0 earlier today. Opening match of the tournament. It's one of those games where if not for the Czech netminder, that could have been a 6-7-0 game. I don't think the score was truly indicative of how much Canada dominated that game, which was surprising to me. Anytime one of the four powerhouses dominates the other team, I'm just always surprised at any level, right? Because there's so much talent in these four countries. So to see the Czech Republic come out and just, similar to America right now, they just looked out of sorts and just really let Canada control the pace of play from the opening draw. It's a little surprising, but credit to the Canadians. Slovakia looking to tie them the top standings right now. So America only has one official shot on net. I mean, I counted 3. They may change that after the game as America gains the zone here. Long outlet pass, right on the stick. Here comes Pavlikova and all out shot off the post. America dodges a bullet there. Walking it all out, shot save Elias. Oh, Pavlikova very disappointed with herself. But listen, credit to Elias. She came out, cut down the angle, right? They always say, pardon me, they always say, right, goalie's best friend is the post. A goaltender myself. And a big reason why is when you see what Elias did there, right? Came out, cut down the angle, took those steps at the top of the crease. You just don't give the shooter a lot to shoot at. Had she not taken that extra step out, that ball might have ended up in the back of the net as opposed to ringing off the pipe. As Elias smothers that one up. So all of that is to say, yes, the pipe is the goalie's best friend, but that's because we make it so. All you young goalies at home, take it from an old veteran like myself. Take that extra step out, kids. 4:49 remaining. Slovakia in control here. Shot back into the trapper. Really impressed with Elias's use of her glove. I don't know if she's a softball player or not. I'll try and get some information on her, but she definitely has the best glove of the 4 goaltenders I've seen thus far. Face off, won by the Americans. Gonna try and stick handle this one out of the zone. Chipped up. America giving chase. Preciado wins the foot race. Preciado carrying it behind the net. Wraparound attempt. Nope. Thought better of it. Thought she might throw that on net. She had a body in front there. Centering to ball still loose. Netminder doesn't know what it is. Still loose, pile up. And now we get some extracurricular activities in the American bench. Took exception to that last shove. Got to side with America on that. Referees might want to have a talk there with number 3 for Slovakia, Paula Mandalikova. And in point of fact, Mandalikova's walking to the bench. So hey, there you go. Credit to the referees, right? Don't let that stuff happen because it's just going to carry on in the rest of the tournament. Again, credit to technical director Andrei Nemchek and our 2 referees in chief, Yaroslav Mikula for Europe and Michael Wabi for North America. Michael Wabi actually here in Pobrad this week. Good friend of mine. Always a pleasure when I get to spend some time with him and pick his brain, especially on stuff like this. And one of the things Mike has told me in the past, right, is referees, they want to set the tempo for the tournament early. So good job as that ball trickles in. Just back to my point, good job letting the player know, hey, we're not going to tolerate any funny business, okay? No Three Stooges routines after the whistle. Face off, won by the Slovaks. We're able to get it clear. America, there we go, headman the ball, game of line, but well, I know Mike Wabi is listening to the game. Seemed like a late whistle. Play looked onsides to me, but I'm not down there on the floor. I was going to say, I know Mike Wabi is watching the game, and always good to chat with him after the game and just get a feel in terms of what was going on with the officiating and the pace of the play and the tempo and all that good stuff. Really helps me up in the box. So I just want to say thank you, Mike, for all your help. As America gains control now with 1:25 left, but another mental miscue. And people, that's what I'm talking about, right? It's little things like that that start to compound over the course of a game. An errant pass, now you lose 10 seconds off the woman advantage. So America's got to stop with the self-inflicted wounds here. Sent in down low. Slovakia is going to win the foot race. They're not going to be able to get it clear here. American player blows the tire. Centering attempt, nobody there to pick it up. Well, the Slovakian contingent is screaming there. They're now booing. Again, I'm an American, not trying to pull a Jack Edwards and be a homer here. That was just 2 people going for a ball. Not sure what the crowd expected that referee to call on that. Looked like good, clean hockey. That's a play you see a lot. I understand we're in Slovakia, it's the home team. So referees go over to discuss. And honestly, boy, it's just 2 players running for the ball. I'm not sure why Slovakia is asking for an explanation here. I mean, I understand it, but what I'm trying to say to the non-hockey fans is There are certain times you want to talk to a referee and try and get an explanation and let them know that you're unhappy with a call, and there's times not to do that. I don't know that I would have gone over to the ref and asked why there was no call on that, but that's why I'm up in the booth and not down there, right? Well, we could have a coach's challenge here because the referee just ran over to the booth. They're doing a video review. They have not announced video review from the scorekeeper's booth, so this could be a coach's challenge, which the ISBHF introduced last week in Hradec Králové. Was only used twice to my knowledge, both times unsuccessful. If you challenge, make a coach's challenge and it's unsuccessful, you are assessed the delay of game penalty. Referees come over to discuss. Okay, so that was just a video review. They're not opening the door to send anybody in for delay of game. Okay, so credit to the referees. Always want to get the calls right. Back to the action now. U.S. picks up the face-off. 35 seconds remaining on the woman advantage. U.S. got to headman this ball up to the line. They've got 52 up there all alone. There we go. Perfect play. Good read. Centering attempt. Got a back door. Oh, it was there for a second. Just couldn't quite corral the pass. That was number 28, Olivia Humberger. Was unable to corral there, but back to the point, onto the stick of Sarah Gendron. We get a whistle now for a high stick. And the Americans are going to be penalized. Player looks shocked. Number 52, that's Chloe Yoder. Apologies for the name, could be Yoder, Y-O-D-E-R. She looked at the referee and surprised here as the American coaching staff asking for an explanation. I don't see them calling anyone over. .229 remaining in the period, 10 seconds on the original Slovakian penalty, so they'll have a minute and 50 on the woman advantage.
Down 27-51, Team United States, player number 52, Chloe Yoder, 2 minutes penalty for high sticking. Čas 27:31, týmu USA, hráčka s číslem 52, Chloe Yoder, 2 minuty za hrou vysokou hvězdou.
Long shot, blocked. I believe it hit the Slovakian player, number 14, Makova in front. So Slovakia on the woman advantage. America gets it out of the zone. Great hustle play. Preciado. She's arguably been America's best runner this game. Gotta tip my cap. Young woman has wheels, but America's gonna be whistling for another penalty here. So right now it's 6-on-4 as Slovakia lets America touch it. They're gonna want the 5-on-3. Hooking. Maybe we'll see it on the replay. It was the near referee. 2 minutes on Preciado for hooking. She is not happy. So I'm going to pull my belief, third John Madden of the day to state the obvious. America has to kill this 5-on-3. Can't go down 3-0. Not the way this game has been played. Cannot let Slovakia find the back of the net. If you don't win the draw, get into that triangle as quickly as possible. Make sure you have active sticks. Watch out for Lapusanova. She's going to be quarterbacking this. And try to make sure that your goalie can see any balls that head her way. Minute 10 left on the original penalty. That's how long Slovakia has on a 5-on-3. So they win the draw, back to Lapusanova. Probably going to set up for a one-timer here, play pitch and catch. See if they get Elias moving laterally, fake. Over to Mandelikova. Set down low, and America gets it clear. That's a big one. That's a huge miscue on Slovakia's part. That's going to take a good 20 to 25 seconds off this 5-on-3. As Slovakia makes a one-lady change. America stacking the line. Another miscue on Slovakia's part. I'll say the same thing about them that I've said about America, right? Don't help the other team. Can't be sloppy with your decision making like that. Over to Lapusanova, walking it in, turns it over. Outstanding job by America. That's going to kill the 5-on-3 because there's 15 seconds left. Slovakia's not going to have time to get set back up into the zone here. This could be the momentum changer that America needs. Lapusanova fakes the shot, down low, 5-on-4, shot, pad save, ball still loose. Slovaks whacking at it. Well, in Slovakia's defense, there was not a whistle. I'd have done the same thing. I understand why America took exception to it, but that's good, clean hockey. I want to give credit to America. Outstanding job in that 5-on-3. Very uncharacteristic turnovers from Slovakia. One on the part of Tarakova and the other one on the part of Lapusanova. But you get a 5-on-3 and you don't generate any scoring chances. It can be deflating. Could be something America can build off of. Shot, deflected wide, picked up by America. They're going to be able to get another clear here. Meyer Kearns absolutely rifled that one the length of the floor. America looking really sharp on this penalty kill. That should pretty much do it for the period. Slovakia gains his own, but down to 3 seconds to be a long shot, deflected. Okay, 10-minute break between periods. America with a little bit of momentum here. We'll see you back for the start of the third period action. Down 2-0.
The score after the second period of World Junior Volleyball Championships game between Team Slovakia and United States is Team Slovakia 2, Team United States 0. Skončila sa druhá tretina majstrovstiev sveta juniorov medzi tímami Slovensko a Spojené štáty americké za stavu 2-0.
Máme tady druhý přestávkový rozhovor a my jsme si v ní vybrali obránkyni s číslem 27 Maya Kearns. So during the second intermission interview we chose player number 27 Maya Kearns. So Maya, this is your second game of the day following the game against Great Britain, while the Slovak opposition they have their debut at the World Championship. Could this play a role in your performance and in the game?
I think we got a little nervous coming out for sure, but I think once we kind of found our feet, I mean, for the first 7 minutes, we were going hard, we were on them. We just need to figure out how to connect more, put a little more pressure on them, and just play our game.
You are trailing by 2 goals after the second period. What is the recipe to get back in the game in the third?
I think it's important right now just to get shots on net. I mean, look at the clock right now, it's 20-2, so I think just start with putting balls on the net, crashing, and hopefully that's our key to success.
Thank you, Maya.
Welcome back. Just about ready to start third period action here. As always, be sure to check out stats.isbhf.com for the latest scoring. And don't forget to download our app. And since you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. America right now still only credited with 2 shots on goal. Slovakia with 22, so America's got their work cut out for them. You're being outshot 22-2. You're down 2-0. Still 20 seconds left on the woman advantage here. America can dig deep in this third period. Try and create their own bounces. just get some type of momentum. Good read on the play. America should be able to kill this now. 5 seconds remaining. Chip down deep. America gives chase. Players battling down low. Centering attempt. And Kubaniova ends up deciding above it. Great job there by Ruby Kavistin. Intercepted that pass from Slovakia and then just chipped it all the way down. Kept Slovakia off the ball, able to kill the penalty. So can America build off of that? Face off won by the Americans. Wrist shot, almost redirected. Went just wide. Colleen Shumble was down there, number 18. Shumble comes away with it. Wrist shot, score! America gets one back. Throws it on net. I don't know that Kubaniova ever saw it. A lot of traffic in front, but that's exactly what the Americans needed. You kill the 5-on-3, then the 5-on-4. You throw a ball on net. Coming away from the far boards, and bang. Finds the back of the net. Outstanding shot, yeah, based on the replay there. Pretty certain Kubaniova never saw it. You'll be able to see a good look here. Yeah, she just unable to get down to the butterfly in time. That's exactly what America needed. That's the momentum builder. 2-1 America now potentially with numbers. Sent in down deep. Olivia Murphy, she lost it. Slovakia picks it up. Slovakia chips it up. Numbers now for Slovakia. America in danger. Slovakia centering attempt. Steered away. Good job by Elias. That was an errant pass. Off the stick of number 11, Tomokova for Slovakia. Pretty sure she'd like to have that one back. America comes away with it.
41 seconds. Goal for Team USA. Scored by player number 80. Colleen Shumble. Assisted by player number 19, Olivia Murphy.
So the goal is Shumble from Murphy. Murphy, the lone assist there. US now with some momentum. You can certainly feel it in the building. Chipped in deep. Zaridi giving chase. Squirts out up along the near boards by the Slovak bench, sent back in. Good read on the play by Yoder. Slovakia with possession now in their own zone. Long outlet pass. Unable to connect, puck took away. America gains possession, now gains the Slovakian zone. Good read by Koskari. Koskari still with it. Towards the near board, centering attempt. Nobody from the US there to receive it. And Slovakia will be able to pick this up. Back behind their net. To the near boards, onto the stick of Venkova. Centering attempt. Chipped in down deep by Pavlikova. Slovaks have it in the American zone, trying to wheel off the board, centering attempt. Ball still being batted around. Another center attempt. Goes past the stick of Venkova. Giving chase is Furkova. Furkova now comes away with it. All the way up along the boards, back to the point, onto the stick of Sevakova. And that one goes up into the mesh netting off the stick of number 11, Ariana Katanzaridi. And America and Slovakia. Looks like they're going to get fresh legs out. You can definitely feel the momentum shift. Certainly a little bit more pep in the step with the American ladies. Face-off picked up by America, dumped in deep. Lapusanova goes back. High lob out. No flooring on the play. America wins the foot race. Chip to the near boards. Centering attempt. Slovakia stymies it mid-floor. Slovakia gains the zone. America right there, not giving them any room to breathe. Battle down low. Back behind the net, Lapusanova. Lapusanova. Into the corner. Still looking for somewhere to go with it. Lapusanova bodied off the ball. Good job. Back to the point. One-timer redirected. Up over the crossbar. Oh, that was close. I don't believe it made it through to Elias. She was certainly in good position. America goes for the clearing attempt, can't do it. Lapusanova calling for it, she has it. Gotta look out here. Shot! Glove save. Lapusanova working her way off the boards. Lapusanova backhander. And Elias right there down into the butterfly. That's why Lapusanova is so dangerous. Just gotta keep an eye on her at all times, you know. But credit again to Elias. She's absolutely the reason that America is in this game. And she gets a glove on that with 10:15 remaining. America takes possession off the draw. Slovakia intercepts at the point, centering attempt, poke checked away. Back behind the net, Brenner, up along the boards. Over to Preciado. Towards the near boards, centering attempt, kept in at the point. Good read on the play. Sebastova with it. Thrown towards the net. Ends up in the near corner. Picked up by Stotler. Penny Stotler sends it all the way up towards the red line, intercepted by Slovakia. Sent in down low, America intercepts, but Slovakia able to corral it at the point. Long dump in, well wide. Gendron with it, Gendron high out. That's gonna be a flooring. So America being able to get a fresh set of legs out there. With 9:09 remaining in the final period, Slovakia up 2-1. So America with 4 shots on net, 3 saves for Kubaniova. Slovakia with 25 shots, 23 saves for Jade Elias. Face off. One clean by the Slovaks. Back to the point. Wrist shot. Hit a body in front, batted down. America might have numbers here if they can get this one going. Looking to gain the zone. Centering attempt. Goes off a body. Players tripped up. No call. Still down. Ball still loose. That was Stotler that took a spill. Slovaks looking to gain the American zone. America intercepts. Sent in. And check netminder Sofia Kubaniova decides to just get a whistle. Ready for the draw to the left, Kubaniova, one back by Slovakia. Centering attempt picked up. Slovakia looking to gain the zone. They do. Redirected, no flooring on the play. Sent up to the near boards towards the American bench. Battle along the boards. America comes away with it. There could be a flooring. Nope. Ends up hitting the netminder. Slovakia picks it up as we approach the 8-minute remaining mark. the final period. Slovaks gain the American zone. Centering attempt, nobody there. Good read on the play by Kendall Judge. She sent it up to the near boards. Centering attempt. Slovakia unable to corral it. Americans with it, trying to get it out of the zone. They do. A couple of Americans go back for a line change. Pusanova now with it. Long high lob. That's going to be a flooring. A little too much mustard on that for Pusanova. To the face-off, come back down deep. To the left of Sofia Kubaneova. Face-off, one back by the Slovaks. Taken by Sevchikova. Sevchikova still behind the net. Long outlet pass. Dumped in, but America there to intercept. Good read by Josie Connors. Connors chipped that one up back to the point. Long shot blocked. That one hit the Slovakian player. Another long shot redirected up over the net. Outstanding redirect. That was number 16. Denovalova for Slovakia. Put it just a few inches above the crossbar. Slovakia behind the net. Sunny Tento, big stop, another one, ball's loose. Elias manages to cover it up. Two big saves there.
Commercial break. Reklamná prestávka.
And we're gonna get a television timeout here. Well, if there's one area the Americans can feel confident, it's certainly been the play of their netminder. We're back, ready for the face-off. One back by America. Chipped into the Slovak zone by the American player, gets bodied into the boards. America's gonna go on the woman advantage here. Slovakian player not happy with herself. Try and get the number as soon as she turns around. That is number 5, Alexandra Maidakova. Good call. Clearly bodied the American. Interfered with her. You see it on the replay. Shoved her right into the boards. Platinum opportunity here for America to get the equalizer. Face off, one back by the Slovaks. Good keep at the point. Maya Kearns. Kearns sends it in down low. Back behind the net. Back to the point, over to Kearns. Wrist shot, redirected. That made it all the way through. Good save by Kubaneova. Sent back down low. Kelsey Robb with it. Robb behind the net. Looking for an outlet. Robb still looking. Receives it back. Rob, they try and walk this out in front, but intercepted by the Slovaks. Potential 2-on-1 here. America's got to hustle back. Slovakia, wrist shot right into the trapper. And Elias will just get the whistle as Slovakia's going to get fresh line changes. So it's the right idea. It's just a good read on the play by the Slovakian defense. Face off, one back by Slovakia. Shot trickles to another Slovakian player. Somehow got kicked back towards the boards. Players get tangled up. America takes possession now. Ruby Caveston drops it off. Back to Kearns. Kearns looking to gain the zone. She does. Chips it in deep. Caveston giving chase. Beaten by the Slovaks. High out. 35 seconds left on the woman advantage. America's going to have to come back and headman this ball. Try and regain the Slovak zone as Slovakia gets some fresh runners out. America looking to gain the line. Kearns has a poke checked away by Lapusanova. Here comes Lapusanova, screaming in all alone. Score! Lapusanova goes forehand, backhand. Shorthanded goal for Slovakia. They go up 3-1. 4 minutes, 25 seconds remaining in the game. Her second of the day. That's why she's the best player in the world, folks. You gotta turn the ball over. You don't want it to be to number 88. See on the replay there, just soft little backhander. Now Slovakia with the momentum. Sent in on net, stick to the side. America circling, long wrist shot. Ball's loose, batted around in front. Slovakia trying to stick handle out of trouble. Lapusanova again. Lapusanova in all alone. Save! Big stop, Elias. Outstanding job there by Elias, preventing the hat trick from Lapusanova. Keeping this a 2-goal game. See here on the replay, Lapusanova just went forehand the whole way. The last goal by Lapusanova was unassisted. America wins the draw, back behind the net. Slovakia can't keep it in. Now they fire it in the zone. America with the ball through the neutral zone, trying to stick handle it in, can't. That was Sandra Gendron. Sent back into the American zone, but that's going to be a flooring call. Fez will come down deep to the Slovak zone. 3:25 remaining. America looks like they're going to get a wholesale line change here. Draw to the right of Kubaniova, won by the Slovaks. Picked up by Slovakia. They gain the American zone. Chip it in down deep. That's Podolakova. Still battling. Podolakova with it. Drops it off. Centering attempt. Intercepted by America. Trying to get the outlet pass there. Can't. Players get tangled up. Now America picks it up. They don't have numbers here. Sent towards the boards. Intercepted by the Slovaks. Chipped up, centering. America should be able to keep this in. No, miscommunication there. As I've said, folks, right, the little things, they start to compound over the course of a game. Slovakia now making a late change. Onto the stick of Klara Makova. Well, time is on Slovakia's side. America's got to get on this ball here. Smart play by Makova to just circle that back behind her net. Needs some time off. Center attempt mishandled. Slovakia in a lone save. Elias. America carrying it through the neutral zone, intercepted by Slovakia. It's Makova. Passes it off to Tomakova. Centering attempt over to Devnerova. Drops it off. Long shot from the point. Blocker save. Boy, that ball took a funny bounce off the waffle. Pretty certain Elias was trying to steer that into the corner. Ball just took a strange bounce off of her waffle, went right up onto her shoulder. Slovakia getting a line change here, a minute 22 away from their first victory of the tournament. They would tie Canada for first place after day one. Long shot, hit a body in front, still loose. Save, still loose, save again. Elias still strong in the net. Last minute of play, battle along the near boards. 4 players there. Referee right on top of it, picked up by Lapusanova. Back behind the net. Head up, back behind the net still. Well, America's got to get somebody on her, but she'll sit there all day. Back to the point, but mishandled. Slovakia forced to retreat, but again, time's on their side. Back to Lapusanova. They're gonna make a move. Little saucer to herself. Lapusanova shot! Right off the shoulder. Save Elias. Up to the near boards. America running out of time here. Chips it in the zone, 15 seconds. Slovakia wins the battle. 10 seconds, that should just about do it here. Well, credit to Slovakia. Long dump in, easily handled. Slovakia gets the victory, 3-1. They'll tie Canada atop the division here. Tough game for America, but credit to Slovakia where it's due. They controlled the game from the opening draw. America did cut it to that 2-1 lead in the third, but short-handed goal by Lapusanova ultimately put it out of reach. Sure, there'll be a lot of coaching points when the coaching staff gets back to the hotel and is able to look at the digital media file. 6 total shots on net recorded for the Americans. Felt like they had more, but that may change. For Slovakia, 31 shots on net. Best players of the game for Slovakia. Probably Lapusanova. Might be Pavlikova. For America, probably Shumbel. There you go. She's the one that scored their lone goal. She was good. Did a lot of hard work along the boards. Credit to her. Well deserved.
Best player of Team Slovakia is player number 97, Jana Pavlikova.
All right, 2 for 2. Jana Pavlikova gets player of the game. So that'll do it for me, folks. Appreciate you joining. I've been your play-by-play announcer, Chris Picano. It's got one more to go here. Final matchup of the day, men's division. Canada and the Czech Republic. I'll be back to call that action starting at 6 p.m. local time, approximately 40 minutes from now. Appreciate you joining us. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Hope to see you back here for Canada versus Czech Republic in the men's U20 at the 2025 ISBHF World Junior Ball Hockey Championships. Take care.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem of Slovakia. Dámy a páni, prosím, postavte sa, zaznie štátna hymna Slovenska.
social media and the trainer over the other ring? Where are you parked, at the hotel? All right, let's start going. Go to the hotel. Yeah, I parked right in the hotel. Right here. Go this way. Right through the iPad. Hey, is that the hotel?
U pozápasového rozhovoru tady máme hráčku nejen slovenského výběru, ale i amerického výběru. Máme tady teprve 15letou Lauru Hambálkovou a hráčku utkání Colin Schumbel. So we're here after the game for an interview with the Slovak and USA player Laura Hambálková, that is only 15 years old, and Colin Schumbel, player of the game from the USA team. Tak, Lauro, zeptám se tě, vám se podařilo 5 minut před koncem střelit pojišťovací gól na 3-1. Spadl vám kámen ze srdce, že si nemusíte do konce zápasu nést jenom jedno gólové vedení?
No tak určite áno, ale myslím si, že by sme to aj vyhrali, kebyže ten gól nedáme, lebo fakt dobrá partia sme boli a verili sme si a vieme, že máme dobré brankárky, ktoré nás podržia vždycky.
Ty jako teprve 15letá patříš mezi nejmladší hráčky vašeho výběru. Ty si vlastně před méně než týdnem hrála ve výběru do 16 let na mistrovství světa v Hradci. Jaký je to pocit hrát a jaká je to výzva hrát proti starším protihráčkám?
No tak, je to mnoho lepší pocit, že si môžem takto so staršími zahrať. Ma to viacej naplňa, lebo mladé sú mladé. A som veľmi rada, že som sa tu mohla dostať a bojovať o Slovensko a chceme ísť na zlato, takže vyhrajeme to.
Díky, Laura. So Delara said that even they scored the goal 5 minutes before the end of the game, the decisive one. So she thought that even with only one goal lead, they would make it successfully to the end. And the second question for Laura was that she, as a only 15 years old player who played less than 1 week ago at the U16 and U23 World Championship in Hradec Králové, she enjoyed it, and it's a pleasure for her to play against the older opposition. So moving to the number 18, Colin Schumbel, player of the game. So Colin, a victory against Great Britain today and a defeat against Slovakia. Are you happy after today or satisfied?
I'm really happy with the team chemistry we built. I think it's been really nice getting to know the girls better, spending so much time together. Obviously, we want 2 wins today, and I'm confident moving forward that we'll be able to do that. And I think it's just building day by day, improving on ourselves, improving on our team bonding, and I think it'll be good moving forward. I'm excited.
You got back in the game after scoring in less than a minute in the third period. Why didn't it work until the end? Why didn't you score the second goal?
I think they're really tough, a really confident team, so definitely a hard competitor. But I think building the energy up, if we had more energy, like keeping it going, we definitely generated a lot more offense after that goal, and it felt a big shift on the bench, which was really nice to see. I think we just couldn't bury one in the end, but moving forward, I think we'll be able to do that.
Thank you, Colin. Colin mluvila v první otázce o tom, že jsou rádi po tom prvním dnu, ve kterém vyhráli proti Velké Británii a o 2 góly prohráli proti slovenskému výběru. Říkala, že je ráda, že se mezi nimi vytvořila chemie a doufá, že ten semknutý tým bude makat i po zbytek turnaje. A na druhou otázku, proč se jim nepodařilo vstřelit druhý gól do konce utkání, jelikož měli dobře nakročeno po začátku třetí třetiny, odpověděla na to, že soupeř byl bojovnější, soupeř, řekněme, i chtěl víc a nakonec se jim to bohužel do konce toho zápasu nepovedlo. Tedy po utkání Slovensko USA stav 3-1 pro slovenský výběr hráček do 20 let.